Chronological Bible in a Year, day 100. And I mentioned yesterday that I'm throwing in chapter 8 with today's reading. The Israelites here are asking for a king, and let's back up to God's response. In chapter 8, verse 7, God says, "Listen to the people and everything they say to you. They have not rejected you, they have rejected me as their king. They're doing the same thing to you they've done to me since the day I brought them out of Egypt until this day, abandoning me and worshiping other gods." Their request, their demand for a king here is paramount to idol worship. People have commented that I might be too apolitical at times, but partially because of this. I've seen how that can turn into idol worship in the best of men, and I don't want to risk that. And we see here that God warns the people, you don't need a king, you need a God. But you're asking for it, and I'm going to give you what you want. God gives them some immense warnings. But then we see how even despite God telling them this is a bad idea, God prepares for them Saul. God has Saul anointed by Samuel. He is God's chosen, but in God's omniscience, he knows how this is going to end. But he lets Israel be the bearers of their own burden. So let's jump out and see the other bookend of this warning. Samuel is reminding the people, you're going to have a king, but don't let that lead you to forgetting and ceasing your worship of God. But then he gives them these words starting in verse 17. "Isn't the wheat harvest today? I will call on the Lord, and he will send thunder and rain, so you will recognize what an immense evil you committed in the Lord's sight by requesting a king for yourselves." Now, Israel has not had a great track record. Just in chapter 8, we see God telling Samuel that they've been abandoning me since I took them out of Egypt. This is just par for the course. But let's have a discussion question for the comments today. Why is it a problem in the eyes of God here that Israel requests a king? And how can we, as modern people in our own cultures and societies, be we in America, or be we in China, or be we in Pakistan, or be we wherever else it may be, how can we avoid turning kingship, or in our terms, perhaps politics, or entertainment, or whatever it may be, into idolatry? How can we ensure that Christ is alone on the throne? I'm looking forward to that discussion and reading more tomorrow, but until then, God bless.